guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. A long time no chat. I have just been doing all the things. My work life is going to be extremely busy until the end of the year and maybe even after that. And so I have just been soaking up spending time with my son, enjoying him, enjoying our like stay-at-home mom kind of lifestyle before it gets crazy. And so yeah, and the holidays are in the next, you know, till the end of the year and everything like that. And so just looking at that. But I also have so much to do today that I wanted to just film it so that you guys are a part of it with me. Oh, Chippy, get down. Oh, also we got a dog. That was also the life updates that happened while you guys were gone. Or I was gone. You guys weren't gone. You guys are still here. But look at him. His name is Tippy. He's a pointer mixed with a terrier. So he's very sweet. He's very rambunctious because he's part terrier. But he's been really fun and a great addition to our family. And he actually, there was a bunch of stuff that happened with him, so I needed to square all that away as well before things got busy with work. So there's that. I also have to do the lawn today. It's going to be like 100 and something degrees, so I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I have to do that at some point today. Again, I have work to do today, which I think I want to do right away so I can get all that knocked out, so that way I can then go do house chores and the outside area. The outside area is in like desperate need for that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go put some makeup on. And also I did my nails. They're the Kiss nails. I'm like so impressed with them. I actually did them and then I painted them because I had them a little bit longer than what I'd like. See, I only like it like barely anything. Like I don't like long nails, they just get in the way, but I do love the way that these look like acrylics. I really do appreciate that. I love Kiss nails for that actually. And I have never tried Kiss nails because I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't really like anything like that. And then I tried them yesterday, not painted, just like the normal nails pressed on, and I loved them. But then today I was like, yeah, I can't do like the long, like I will do the long French. So I have like short hands, small hands, so my fingernails are also really small and they're squatty, like fat. So I have to find the petite nails, and there's hardly ever any petite nails, but they have French petite nails. So I went ahead and got those, and I tried those because I had no idea that was even a thing. And then I realized like, oh my gosh, my nails look normal and they fit and everything fits. So now I know I need to get petite. And if you have thumbs like mine, you also need to get petite because that's the only way that it's gonna work for you. But the long ones, like the longer ones, like just how they come, it actually would be wonderful for a wedding. Like I would love to do that for a wedding, but just day-to-day stuff, I want them shorter. But I'm definitely going to continue to do that. Like that was seriously an awesome thing for me. What you got? What you thinking about? Did you want to go back outside? Or did you want your food? Oh, here it comes. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get dressed. For some reason, as you notice, I have like no eyebrow right here. And like my hormones are in check. Everything is in check, so I don't know where or why this eyebrow is so bare. But I have to fill it in every day because I don't like it like that. And I've been putting like all the things I know to put on there to make it grow, and it's just not working. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, and then I will chat with you after I'm done. All right, done. What do you guys think? Also, my hair has started to come back curly. I did a hair mask in it, and it's super curly now, and I love it. So now I am going to make myself a cup of coffee. I only got to drink half of it, so now I'm going to make myself a new one and hopefully keep it hot and drink it while it's hot and go work in my office. And I'm also going to light a candle in my office, which I have never done. But I'm gonna do it today because it's gonna be a luxurious little time in my office while I get work done and get things set up. So yeah, and also seriously, like, just, I love these nails. If you have tiny hands, get the petite ones. Extra square if you have these thumbs. But so good, so wonderful. They literally make me feel like I am normal and have normal hands, because not one type of nail, even acrylics, have ever really fit me well until yesterday. I'm so excited. Let's go make some coffee. Meet me in my office. While my coffee brews, let's chit chat because it's been so long. But basically, I know I'm gonna get questions on this. So why are we putting him in daycare? So he is going 2 days a week, half days, to a Christian daycare in our area. I've been eyeing this one since we moved here. I've been eyeing it because I have had so many different job transitions and things like that I've been looking into daycare frequently. And I happen to have a work from home job, which is great, but I'm also still a working mom. Like, nothing changed. I'm just here at my house, and I've been waking up at like 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. to get all of the work done. So then that way I have the rest of the day to hang out with my son. But realistically, I don't think that that's going to be possible for me for the rest of the time. My son is so busy. I mean, he is like nonstop. I can't do anything for our house. I can't do anything for anything because he's so busy that I have to just, I mean, I can't keep up with anything anymore. And it's wonderful and it's great, and I'm glad that he has all that kind of energy and all of that kind of stuff, but I need somewhere for him to go for like 2 days a week, half days, and then like my mom will watch him one day, a half day maybe. It just kind of depends on their schedule, but I don't want to rely on family because they have lives and they have schedules and things like that. I want them to just like be grandma or be whatever they are to him instead of having to be like a caretaker kind of thing. But anyways, all that to say, I have decided that he is going to go to a half day. It's only half days, 2 days a week. It's not anything major, but he gets to see kids. He is such a social kid that I feel bad keeping him at home because he loves being around people. He's a extrovert totally. Like, he doesn't like being alone. He will never want to be alone. He wants to be around people. He likes talking to people. He's the exact opposite of me in every way because I could hang out by myself all day. That's how come I work from home. Like, I don't care. I like being around people, but I don't need it every day. But my son does. Like, anytime that he's grumpy, I pack him up and we go to town and we go do like a bunch of different errands, and he talks to other people and just even other people like not his age or anything. And he is the happiest kid. Like, he truly is authentically happy. And so I know a half day, 2 days a week is not that much, and it is something that will fill his little cup and something that he needs. So I feel very good about it because I know that's what he needs, and I know that's what I need as well. So it just seemed like a good fit. Now, I don't know about school yet. I think we might do like a private school. Haven't decided, because I can wake up at 4:30 a.m. for the summer and get all my work done and it not be a big deal, but I can't do it the majority of the time, if that makes sense, because I will literally crumble. Like, my body, it just needs the rest. So anyways, all that to say, I'm gonna get my coffee. I'm gonna make it. And that's how come we are sending him to daycare. It's only 2 days a week, half day. It's not anything major, but we might do every day just depending on how he likes it. You can always change it, and yeah, you can also try it for 2 weeks free before you even have to pay. I mean, you pay the deposit, but I mean, like, anything else after that, you can get it back. But anyway, so we're gonna try that. We're gonna see how it goes. But yeah, I'm about to be entering the busiest season of my work life ever. So it's necessary for me to have a place for him to go that he actually enjoys being at instead of being bored at home. So I got a new keyboard. They sponsored me on Instagram. And so I got a new keyboard here and I love it. And then right here is a monitor memo board. I have one right here and then one on the bottom. I got that for my birthday because I, again, work from home and this is something that excites me. But this little cozy area with warm coffee and candle is seriously my favorite. I'm so excited. But yeah. All right, so let's chat about the busy seasons of my life that are approaching. So I actually, my main job is actually picking up, so that's going to take some time. Social media, which is something that I do make money from and do have sponsorships from and things like that. The busiest time for then is during November and December because of the fact that it's all consumer based. So during November and December, it's very busy because of the fact that sponsorships and brand deals want to talk to you, things like that, because of how busy and how much they want to push and sell for November and December. And I have a lot of brands already on deck for me to already, like the contract is already signed, we are already going to be doing this kind of thing. And so it is just going to be extremely busy social media wise. And then on top of that, November is also really busy for doula work because 9 months before that is Valentine's Day. I don't have a lot of doula work going on right now, but I do have a lot of classes that I need to teach. And things set up for the works for November for certain people that have reached out to me to help them. So there's that. And then, so November and December are busy, just social media wise. November is also busy for doula work. And then towards the end of December, like mid-December, all of January, my personal training business is through the roof because everyone wants to get healthier for the new year. So I have a lot to do with that at the end of November, beginning of December. That is a lot going on there. And then all this in between time of like October, that's my son's birthday, which is not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but I mean like work-wise, that doesn't really do anything. But my job will be picking up a lot at the end of basically this month, next month, which is September, and then October. And I will have a lot going on. So that way we can prep and be ready for November and December and January. So I have a lot going on. And then also on top of that, you know, I also am in the healthcare field. And so I have a lot going on with that. So I just have a lot going on, and honestly it wasn't that bad during the summers too much, but now we are approaching a lot. So all that to say, I'm going to get cracking on some work. I actually have been wearing these glasses a lot recently because my eyes hurt. So it's been awesome. But let me get cracking and I will talk to you guys after I'm done. All right, so can you guys see me? I got some work done. I finished my coffee as well. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this down. And then I am going to upload a YouTube video to my nutrition business channel because I already did all my other social media for my health and education stuff that I do. And I guess that's it. I'm gonna keep working, and then once we're done with work, then I'm gonna go outside, clean up the backyard, clean up the front yard, and then go ahead and mow the lawn and get that kind of cleared out. So my husband just finished fixing one of the like riding lawnmowers that we got. So I am able, it was like a used one, and I'm able to now like drive it instead of push with the push mower. So that's very exciting. But I do still have that push mower, and I'm going to use that to trim up the edges around the house. But I have to clean the yard first because there's toys in the yard, dog toys, kid toys. There's a box that my dog chewed. So I just need to move all that stuff out and get all that done, taken care of. And then that's about it. Also, my car, I don't know if I updated you guys, but my car is not working. So I've been using my mother-in-law's car for a temporary period of time. And I am going to get a rental, hopefully today, if not sometime this week. So that way I can return that car to her, although she doesn't care, but I do want to give it back to her. So maybe you guys will come along with me for that. I'm not sure. Not sure what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself some water, go back chugging some work done, getting all that done. I'm hoping to be done by 12. It's gonna be the hottest part of the day whenever I'm mowing, but it's just part of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some water in my system, and then we will go ahead and just get the rest of work done. All right, so I finished my work. My hair's in a bun. I also did some work for my husband. That video is uploading and that will take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and start mowing and getting things cut. I also got a mower, a push one, that I've been using for the yard as a review, and I love it. And so it works really well though if you have a small yard. So I'm going to show you the before and after of our yard, so that way you guys can try the mower for yourself and see if it's something that's worth having for you. So I think it's been working really well. We've had this mower for like a couple months, maybe even more. And it's been a huge blessing to us while our other mower is not working. But these are the, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is the battery. You guys have probably seen this just about everywhere, but this is by the Greenworks brand. Sorry about all the cords. And then it comes with this that goes in it. And then this is the charger for it. It is like seriously just the easiest thing. If you are living on your own and you just need a small, simple mower, this is a really good one. It's by the Greenworks brand. I really, really like it. And I'm just going to show you the before and after of our yard, so that way you guys can see what the yard actually looks like after you mow with it. So I'm only going to be showing you the front yard because that's the smallest yard that we have. The backyard's huge. The front yard is huge, but it's smaller than all the other ones. So I'm just going to show you real quick. So this is our yard right now. She is very grassy. There are a lot of rocks too, so I need to make sure that the windows don't get smacked. But I'm going to move those buckets out of the way so that way I can mow fully through there. And there's a kitty cat. We do still have our kitty cat, Miley. And then this yard is just nuts. It needs to be weed eated over there and all of that kind of stuff. But this thing needs to be all mowed. And then my mother-in-law and my father-in-law brought those two things, so I need to move those and put those by the garden. We have a garden on the other side, like this way. And so that's something that I need to do. Hi, Miney girl. Hello. Oh, she's so cute. But I need to do that on the other side and move those over there first. So I'm just going to clean all this off. And so this is the before. Take it in. See how bad it looks. And then I'm going to mow, and then I'll show you the after. Guys, it's hotter than I don't even know outside. So if you see sweat, it's because it's hot. But I'm going to show you what the final product looks like before I take a break and then do the backyard. I need a weed eat, so don't look at that. But just like the length that it cuts the grass is very nice. Now obviously edging, we're going to go in with a weed eater, but I even did that up to the grass line by the rocks. And then this side, I think has the biggest transformation. That I just had to stick back in wherever it would fit because it literally wouldn't work anymore. But again, edging will be with a weed eater. But this one I think has the best. transformation that there is. But yep, there's this. I'm gonna put these back up if they'll go back in the ground, because it's so hot here. They might not even make it back in the ground, so I might just keep them in here for now, because it's like 100 something outside right now. Feels like 115. So really doubt any of that's gonna happen. I do need to water it, but I watered those two over there. I need to water these and that one back over there. But I put one of these light things in each one of those just for the time being while the ground is so dry. But I'm gonna grab some water, and then I'm gonna go ahead and water those plants out there, and then we'll go to the backyard and then fill up the weed eater. I mean, not the weed eater, the riding lawnmower we're going to fill up, and then do the backyard, and then I'll do the weed eating for last, because I hate weed eating because it's too heavy for me. I want to get a small one. If you guys know, I might ask Greenworks to see if they can send me one to try and share, because I need one. I need one. As someone who basically does almost all of the house stuff for our home and works and takes care of a kid, I feel like I need something smaller that works for me. So anyways, but that lawnmower has served us really well for the time that we have been using it. I still am going to be using it for the front because it makes more sense. But yeah, I am sweaty, as you guys can tell now. It's extremely hot outside, extremely hot. I should have done it in the morning, but I had work to do in the morning. So now, while my son is away, it is time to get all of this junk done. For real, like all of it done, because I don't have time for all this junk. Now I need to take that little tiny one, I need to go over the edge of the garden over there, and then I need to come over here to the backyard and do all these like little nooks and crannies here. And then after that, then I can do the riding lawnmower, but I have to fill it up with gas first. And then after that, we have to do the weed eating, which is my least favorite part, but I need to do the composter because it's filled with grass now, so that needs to be cut down. And then I just need the edges in the front like you guys saw, and then any small edges that I cannot get with that small lawnmower. That's how come I'm using it, because it's easier to get edges with that thing versus the weed eater sometimes. So anyways, there's that. And I don't even know if the weed eater is gonna work, but I need to do that, and I need to clean up the front yard because it is nasty. I need to clean up the front and the backyard. There are frogs living in that box that I have outside. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a box outside and I keep toys in it. There's frogs living in it, so that means I need to clean out that box, let the frogs get out, or dump them out rather, clean it out, and then put all the toys back in. But that might have to be for evening time. This time we're just gonna get what we can done while the child is away, unless he falls asleep on the way over here. If he does, then I can go ahead and do all of that. But anyways, let's keep going, can't waste time. Hey guys, got all the mowing done. The weed eater is not working, so God was on my side. And you know what he also was on my side for? Maybe I should make this a little bit. He was also on my side for the fact that it was, while I was mowing, it was actually like totally overcast. There was like nothing else going on in there, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah, sorry. But my nails, remember I was telling you how much I love them? 3 of them popped off while I was doing all the lawn work. So in case you guys were wondering, you have to not have these nails if you actually do manual labor. So there's a funny thing there. But in this lawnmower I did like a lot of the edges, so I just have like stems to kind of get to whenever the weed eater gets fixed, which I can always do that this evening. But it was like just this main part that needed some grass done and mowed, and now it is, and it feels so good. And it feels so good to actually have it fixed too, because for so long I was just using whoever could let me use their mower, or my dad would use it. Or my dad would mow the lawn for me, and I just would feel so bad about it because it's not his lawn to mow. Like, I feel bad about it. So now we have them fixed, and I get to use the mower for all of those things, and I'm very excited about it. Also, the little container building that we have outside is where I'm going to keep them. Where is my other shoe? Our dog took my shoe. Don't know where it's at. But now that we have all of that out of the way, I need to go ahead and water all my flowers because they're almost dying because it's just so hot outside. But I am very, very excited. We got the windmill up on the side of the house. Looks really good. And then we also have the like I want to get some like climbing ice, I don't know what it's called, ice ivies or something like that. Super nice, but I want to do that as well. But I'm going to, oh my gosh, I can't even see. I'm going to go ahead and water my flowers and my plants and check on my chickens. What the heck? And check on my chickens because they need some love too. But see, all of these died because it's just too dry. Show you the pool. So here's the pool over here, and I mean, it's tiny but it's mighty. Here, Tippy, let me get you some. Here. Oh, that's heavy. Hold on, guys. Tippy, come here. Over here. It's tiny. It's equivalent to like a blow-up one, but it's not a blow-up one. It just folds out. So you can take this with you, like, I plan on taking it with us camping and just all of those kind of things that are, why am I so dark? Ugh. Like camping and all of those kind of things that would require like additional fun or additional housing and stuff. Like, that's the stuff that I'm trying to do here. This is the one where there's frogs living in it, and I have to clean that out because there's frogs in there. And then I want to put this kind of stuff in there, and then maybe some small toys and cover it up, and the big ones just have to sit out. This is also my son's toy. It's cute for the most part. Ugh. There's our doggy. The dog and the cat don't really like 100% get along. He tends to bark at her a lot and it freaks her out, but she doesn't mind him. He just wants to play with her all the time, and she's just not really interested at all. You see that toy, Tippy? Alright, I'm gonna have to set you guys down and show you the final product, but this is the before. It's just kind of chaotic, but I mean, it's better than what it was. But there he goes, playing with the diaper again. We're life, guys, we're life. Alright guys, here it is. Look how clean. Now for this one. This one is actually a lot dirtier, but put a lot of that over here. It's not super pretty, but it is protected. And we play with this stuff, like every day, so I'm not putting it away, but we use that as a ramp, and that makes the ramp part. We color all the time. That thing always is there, and then we always walk with this, hardly always in the morning, so I'm not putting it away, but we do have to clean it, if I can get that from the dog. All done. Not too shabby. All right, so all my outdoor chores are done. I wanted to get some indoor ones done, but to be honest with you, I am really, I don't know where to set you guys up. Let me try right here. I am really tired. So the fact that my bed's not made, it's just gonna have to sit. If my son sleeps, like if he comes home from where he's at right now and he's asleep, then I'll do the inside work. But if he comes here and he is still excited and happy and like not wanting to take a nap at all, like not tired at all, and doesn't fall asleep on the way over here, I'm not doing one housework chore. And right now, while it's peaceful, which will probably only last for a couple of minutes, I am going to make myself a drink, one of these. These are the True Lemon Blueberry Acai. They're my favorite thing ever. I'm gonna make myself one of those, a big tall glass of that, and I'm gonna sit and watch one YouTube video, because that's probably all I have time for. And then I'm gonna check on my YouTube video, make sure it's uploaded, and then we're done. But I'm so proud of myself. I have never actually mowed the lawn fully by myself before, so I feel really good about it. And weed eating did pretty good. The weed eater didn't work, but everything else was good. All right, guys. I'm done with everything. They still aren't here or back yet, and I was able to get everything done. The only thing I would like to do, but probably won't do till this evening whenever I'm cooking dinner, because I want to just sit and not do anything for a minute, is emptying the dishwasher. But I'll do that like later this evening or whenever, because I am making salmon with bacon jam on top. I know that sounds gross, but it's delicious, and it makes like a nice little crust. But we're having that with mixed vegetables and mashed potatoes. So that's what we're having tonight, but everything else is pretty much done. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining me on today's video. I hope that it was helpful, and I'm so glad I got to talk to you guys again. I missed you so much. So we're gonna get all of that done, taken care of, and I will talk to you in my next video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Let me know what other stuff you want to see, what links that you need, all of that kind of stuff. But other than that, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.